Been having a few issues with my system lately. Seeing as my phone's just switching itself off record without me doing anything to it. So pretty obvious why after what I've just posted to my Facebook. Trying to test something. Anyway, I've been saying it for a couple of years. You know, when people try that sort of stuff, thinking they're clever little coders. Right. When you turn your computers on, what do you do? To make your smartphone or laptop work, what do you have to do to it first before you do anything else? That's right, it needs energy into your system to make it work, to make it function, or it doesn't work. Right. Now you can send code maliciously to another computer, can't you? Dogs are all happy. Right, how does someone defend against that sort of thing? By using anti-malware or whatever. But in the end, those clever little bastards work their way around anyway. Right, here's another little idea for you. I've warned for a long time. If I catch anyone messing about in my system while I'm trying to do something, I just backsurge the system. Because I am a slider. I can use and manipulate energy. Doesn't need a code for that. It doesn't need a code to find out where it's come from, because the energy travels down the same pathways as the code. So it can find them and connect to that system without any codes, nothing. Because you still need energy to turn your system on. As soon as your system's on, it's in. Not a code, but energy inside your system. That's all I'm going to say on that. Because I get sick of if I say the wrong thing that gets taken out of context, or if I say something that's truthful, and then I get problems to my system because it scares those in charge. They unleash their donut building on me and start fucking with my stuff just to slow me down or whatever. or they get their friends to do it. So, the little man now has a defence against the big men, whose supposed intelligence is all powerful and all seeing. Well, I was created this way for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but I'm learning. I've run some very, what would be considered tests of what it's possible to do, which they can't explain. But it's all about defence. Nothing to do with state defence, but defence of the people. Because they're the real power in this country. And if my family's part of that people, then that's what it's supposed to be used to protect, isn't it? So fuck your wars and your rumours of wars, because the little people now have a defence bigger than their defence. And if that defence is turned into attack, you get what I'm saying. So when we say we're sick of your stupid nonsense, and your stupid viruses that you keep fucking scaring people with, and we know it's all connected, and we know how corrupt they all are, you start to see the bigger picture, don't you? I've turned nothing into something that's good enough for me, and I'm content and happy with that and grateful for it. And I will not let anything threaten the things that are alive in it. And I take that same approach to my whole family. So they can threaten to take away all of this. Means nothing to me. That unit didn't cost anything to build. It's a second-hand telly, can be replaced. Mirror costs nothing. Paint cost a couple of quid. Big deal. Washing up liquid costs a couple of quid, doesn't it? Wait, pouring her in the belly. Lay down. Lay down. You wanted me to get and bin here. We're not getting up yet, Marnie. Lay down. Now. Lay down. She's laying with you. Lay down. That's it. I'm not moving over no more because I'm right on the edge of the bed. There's a good boy. Let me move her leg feet out. There you go. Well, you do those sort of things out of love, don't you? Not out of hatred. And that's the difference. It's like getting rid of parasites off a dog, innit? Well, if you've got someone feeding off your back and energy, like the system's been doing for years and years and years, whether it be off your negative energy when they do something to punish you, and then they come across a person that it doesn't work with. They class that as a threat because they can't control, they can't govern. So they try to manipulate. Just like a female dog would use womanly ways to manipulate a male dog. Alright, look at these. I've checked to make sure there's no ticks. And all I found this morning was dead fleas. So that worked. Marnie's been done. The only one that hasn't been done is Hulkster. So I'm going to sort him out this morning. Oh, is he making you lay uncomfortable, is he, little lady? Is he? She's woke up all nice and happy. Don't you, baby girl? Want to move your legs, do ya? Is he trying to make you get up, is he trying to make you get up so he can sniff your neck? Yes. Go on, you have a good stretch. That's a good girl. You're a sneaky boom, Marnie. Little Hulkster. Are you awake as well, Hulkster? Hey? Oh yeah. Are you being a good boy? Yeah. Good boy. Are you being a good boy, Marnie? Yeah. Are you being a good girl, are ya? Yeah, it took a week to bond. stick with these two. By doing it my way, which I learned from watching Caesar Milan videos. So I've got time to have another ciggy. I've had me 2 scoops this morning. So we're getting ready for another nice day in the garden by the looks of it. Looks a nice sunny day again. What did I get? 6 hours sleep. You calmed down, Marnie. I'm just moving a little bit. Yes, you and all. So I've gained Willow's trust. She doesn't call out from her bed, from her crate anymore in the front room, because I make sure Holster lays on that side of the sofa next to where she's sleeping. When she's settled and comfortable, he moves over to his other side of the sofa, away from her snoring. And then he's good as gold until the morning. She settles automatically because there's another dog in the room, so she doesn't feel alone. She'll call out once, and I tell her to be quiet, and then she's quiet, and she settles down and goes to sleep. But it's only to check to see if I'm still here. So that's separation anxiety. That's how I'm reading that. These suffer from it as well. It's in their breeding. But it's only from changing ownership of dogs and things like that. They get used to people, and then it's all changed, and you know. And then every time you go out, they worry if you're coming back again or if they're going somewhere else. That's all that's about. So there you go. I'm focusing 100% at the moment on their behaviour training and obedience. Holster's coming along in leaps and bounds, but he's just got a stubborn streak in him. Marnie's in desperate dog mode. Still. He has to be top dog, so he has to keep checking just in case. Just in case Holster sneaks in there. He's been playing with her a lot lately. But Holster's on the same rules as Marnie. No mounting. But if you do mount, fair play to you. But you're not allowed in her. So we've kept to that, as we was directed to. There's been no mishaps. If I have to come in the house and they're in the garden for whatever reason, there's only ever one dog out in the garden with her at any one time to protect her. And I watch them from wherever I am in the house. from my mobile that's got my security camera on it. I can do that from front or back garden, so they're always protected. I can always see what's going on. Until, let's say, the big boys or the big men start fucking with my stuff, which is only there to protect the livestock under my care, whether that be grandchildren, dogs, whatever. To the state, it's all livestock in it, humans, animals, everything. When really, they're just animals as well. They're just snidey animals. So, you can create a living hell, or you can create a better future. War's living hell, isn't it? I watched a video last night posted by the UK media of what looked like Abraham's tanks, or Abraham tanks being used by the Ukrainians to shoot at point blank range Russians in trenches. Now, I definitely saw a white flag being raised by those soldiers in those trenches as they was being bombarded from point blank range. Definitely saw that. That's a war crime. If they're Abrams tanks being used to do that, America is again complicit in war crimes. If they're British tanks, or if they're German tanks, those countries are also complicit in war crimes being committed, while saying the same thing about Russia. Yeah? So why the media would put that up, and it was a Daily Mail video, which the Daily Mail in this country is like a middle class paper. It's what you'd expect your parents to be reading. So that is going in their heads. And then they're like, ooh, good for you, you got the bastards. They're human beings. Now what if that was your children being that done to? What if that was your relatives that was being done to? Because they're not bombing us, are they? Do you see what I mean? Now, I've heard the air traffic above this building coming from the bases around the building. A bit away, a few miles away, but they're there. And that poses a risk, because if they're being used to attack or ship to that country, then that makes us a target, not the US. And that's not happening. Now the Germans have already told them, get your nukes, get your troops, get out of our country, leave Germany. I think it's about time we start thinking along the same lines as well. For the sake of peace. It's not for defence, it's for aggression. So, they've got no right being here now, as far as I can see. If the rich elites in this country want to start playing games in other countries' affairs, you know what's going to happen. People are sick of wars. They don't want to fight for them anymore. They haven't got the same support in this country they had back in the Second World War. They're sick of being manipulated. The future generations that came from that war can see through it straight away, and they're not having it. If you actually heard what's being said on the streets, you'd be shocked. You know? Hear the people that was cheering when she died. Not cheering because they got a new king. The same sort of cheering as what Maggie Thatcher got when she died. For being evil. How are we doing? 27 minutes? That'll do. So as you can see, no psychosis, is there? But yes, I am suffering from PTSD from when that cunt next door tried to murder me. And it will come out eventually, no matter how much they try to cover it up. Bit by bit, I'm proving it all. But it's making those in charge that were responsible for setting it all up very, very nervous now. The asset is just smiling, he's thinking like, go on then. It's like, you don't realise what's actually going on, mate. So I wouldn't be provoking at the moment because I'm not interested in you. The local MP had to authorise that Investigatory Powers Act after the council suspected, because I accused them of corruption. So they started causing problems, laying false rumours, suspicion I was involved in this, that or the other. So they put me in a place where they could video and watch my every action. Go do that in the yard. No, I'm disabled, I don't want to be walking up and downstairs. Go do that? No. He's this, he's that. He don't want to go in the yard. He don't want to shower. I have a strip wash every morning. If I want to go and have a shower, I'll go and have a shower. It's not because I'm afraid of any of you. It's because that's what I do. I don't need the system to tell me what to do. If I want a bath, I'll have a bath. You know? If I don't want to wash, I won't have a wash. You know? But I was always clean. Right, I'm on 30 minutes, so I'll stop that there. Do what you want to do. Be your own authority in life. You don't need the system to tell you what to do, or how to live, or how to love.